All right, welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. We're diving into something I think is so essential but sometimes gets overlooked.
Oh, I agree completely. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, we're talking about all those little phrases, those like everyday expressions that native English speakers use without even thinking about it.
Right, right. The stuff that makes you sound like you actually, live and breathe English.
Exactly, because we know you're busy, right? You've got jobs, families, all sorts of things going on. So we're focusing on how to kind of sneak in some language learning into those like just normal daily moments, not like a big formal study session, but just little bits here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about making it fit into your life, not the other way around.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we've put together a bunch of these really practical phrases for like the most common situations, like from the moment you leave the house in the morning to, running errands to getting things done around the house, just like everyday stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing how many little phrases we use without even realizing it for those everyday tasks.
Oh, totally. And our goal today is to give you like the key phrases you need so you can feel more confident and sound more natural when you're speaking English, like in those real life situations.
So you can just focus on what you're saying, not how you're saying it.
Okay, so let's jump right in. Let's start with like getting your day started and leaving the house. One phrase you'll hear all the time is head out.
Ah, head out. Yes. Classic.
Super simple, right? It just means to leave. Like,
Uh,
I usually head out around 7 to beat the traffic.
yeah, it's a bit more casual than saying leave, isn't it? More conversational.
Right, exactly. Like, you wouldn't say, I'm going to leave now in like a relaxed setting. Head out just feels more natural.
It does. It does. Like you're actually going somewhere. You have a purpose.
Now, another set of phrases that come up all the time are drop off and pick up.
Oh, those are essential. I use them constantly.
Right. And they're pretty straightforward. Drop off means to deliver someone or something, and pick up means to collect them. So you might say something like, I need to drop off the kids at school before I pick up the dry cleaning.
And don't forget picking up groceries, picking
Yeah.
up friends.
Oh, yeah, picking up takeout. It seems like we're always dropping off and picking up something.
Right. And it's so much more natural than saying, I
Uh-huh.
will deliver this or I will collect that.
Absolutely. Now, then there are those times when you just need to move a little faster. You're running late or you're in a hurry. That's when hurry up comes in handy.
Ah, yes, the classic, hurry up.
It's as simple as it sounds. Move quicker. You might say, come on, we need to hurry up or we'll miss the bus.
It definitely has that sense of urgency, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, so to see how all these fit together in a real conversation, imagine this. Okay. Person A says, are you ready to head out yet? And person B says, almost. Just got to pick up my wallet after I drop off this package.
Perfect example. You can just hear that happening, can't you?
So natural, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, so now you've headed out the door and you're out and about, running errands, getting things done. One phrase that's bound to come up at some point is run out of.
Oh, yeah. Run out of. We've all been there.
Right. And it just means you have none left of something.
Mhm.
It's super useful when you're talking about groceries. Like, oh no, we've completely run out of milk. I'll add it to the list.
I feel like I say that at least once a week. We're out of milk. We're out of bread.
Totally. And when you realize you've run out of something, you might need to stock up on it.
Especially if it's on sale.
Yes, especially if it's on sale. So stock up on means to buy a large quantity of something, usually so you don't run out again anytime soon.
Mm.
It could be because there's a good deal,
Mm.
or maybe you just know you use a lot of it. Like,
Mm.
okay, I'm going to stock up on pasta while it's 50% off.
Smart shopping strategy.
Totally. Now, when you're at the store, you're probably going to check out a few things.
Oh, good one. That word has a couple of different meanings,
Yeah.
right? It does. You might check out a new display, meaning you're just looking at it, but it also means to pay for your purchases at the cashier.
Yeah, context is key there. Usually, it's pretty obvious what you mean.
Right. And while you're browsing, you might be looking for something specific.
Like that perfect pair of shoes.
Exactly. Or maybe a birthday gift for a friend. So looking for just means searching for an item or even some information. You could say, I'm looking for a new phone case, something a bit more durable.
Simple and direct, right?
Super straightforward. Now, here's a quick tip for you guys. When you're making your grocery list, whether it's like a mental list or you're actually writing it down, try using look for and run out of together. You could say to yourself, okay, I need to look for bread because we ran out of it yesterday.
I love that. It helps to link those phrases together in a real-life context.
Exactly. Okay, so now let's move from the store back to home. A couple of really common phrases for cleaning and tidying up are clean up and tidy up.
Ah, yes. Essential for a happy home.
So true. You might say something like, hey, let's clean up the living room before the movie starts.
Or, could you tidy up your desk? It's a disaster.
Ah, yeah. So they both basically mean to make a space more organized and neat, right?
Right. Tidy up might suggest more like putting things back in their places, while clean up could involve actual cleaning, like wiping surfaces.
True. There is that slight distinction. And while you're cleaning or tidying, you'll probably find stuff you need to get rid of. That's where throw away or throw out comes in.
Yeah, gotta declutter sometimes.
Totally. And these mean exactly what they sound like, to discard something. Like, don't forget to throw away those empty boxes in the recycling.
It's amazing how much stuff we accumulate, isn't it?
Oh, I know. Okay, now, let's say you've bought some new furniture or you need to assemble something. That's when you'd use the phrase set up.
Setting things up can be a real project sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it. So, set up means to arrange something or prepare it for use. For instance, I need to set up my new desk this weekend.
Or, let's set up the projector for the presentation.
Exactly. And then after you've used something or you're done with it for the day, you need to put away it.
Ah, yes, the essential put away.
Yeah,
Key to keeping things organized.
absolutely. It means to return something to its proper place. So you might say, please put away your books when you're finished with them.
Simple but important.
Super important. Now, to give you another real life scenario, imagine this. Person A says, can you please throw out that old magazine on the coffee table? We need to tidy up in here. And person B replies, yeah, no problem. I'll put away the dishes too.
Again, you can just hear people saying that, right?
Totally. Okay, so we've covered a good number of these everyday phrases, but how can you actually make them part of your regular English?
That's the key question, isn't it? It's one thing to understand them, but another to actually use them.
Right. So one simple but surprisingly effective thing you can do is start using these phrases when you're talking to yourself.
Oh, I like that. Talking to yourself can actually be really helpful for language learning.
Yeah, it might sound a little strange at first, but trust me, it works. As you're going about your day, just try narrating what you're doing using these phrases like, okay, time to head out to work, or I need to tidy up this kitchen before I go to bed. It really helps to solidify those connections in your brain.
It's like giving your brain a little workout without even realizing it.
Exactly. Another technique you can try is something called shadowing. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, shadowing is fantastic. I've used it myself.
It's really helpful. So basically, you find a short video clip or audio clip of a native English speaker using these kinds of phrases. Maybe it's a YouTube blog or a short interview, something like that. And then as you listen, you try to repeat exactly what they're saying at the same time.
It's like you're their shadow, mimicking their every word.
Right, exactly. And it's amazing for getting a feel for the natural rhythm and pronunciation of English. You're not just learning the words, you're learning how to say them like a native speaker.
It trains your ear and your mouth at the same time.
Totally. And here's a fun little challenge you can set for yourself. Every day this week, pick one new phrasal verb from the ones we've talked about today and make a conscious effort to use it at least 3 times during the day.
I love that. A little daily challenge. It keeps things interesting.
Right. It makes you more aware of how you're using the language.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap of what we've covered today. We focused on those essential English phrases that pop up constantly in daily life.
Like our little linguistic toolbox for everyday situations.
I like that. We talked about leaving the house with head out, running errands with run out of, stock up on, check out, and look
And
for.
then keeping our homes in order with tidy up, throw away, set up, and put away.
Exactly. And the key takeaway here is that you don't need to set aside hours for studying. You can just weave little bits of language practice into your everyday life. These phrasal verbs are the perfect example of how learning those common expressions can really make a big difference.
They're like the building blocks of natural, fluent English. So this week, I challenge you to try using at least 3 of these phrasal verbs that we talked about, whether it's in your actual conversations or just in your thoughts. See if you can make them a part of your daily routine.
And pay attention to how other people use them too. You'll be surprised how often you hear them.
Oh, totally. And we would love to hear from you guys. Let us know which phrase you found the most interesting, and maybe the one you think you'll use the most.
Yeah, share your experiences with us. We always love hearing from our listeners.
Absolutely. Remember, the more you experiment with using these phrases, the more confident you'll become in your English speaking. And that's what it's all about, right? Feeling comfortable and confident expressing yourself in English.
Exactly. Fluency comes from practice and repetition, so don't be afraid to make mistakes.
That's so important. Don't be afraid to experiment and just have fun with it.
Exactly. Have fun with it.
Okay. That's it for this episode of the Deep Dive. Thanks so much for joining us. Keep practicing, and we'll catch you next time.
See you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.